Tell us a little bit about the influence for Hunted. I mean, obviously the dungeon crawler's there, but I know that you guys gathered a lot of influences from all types of games, like action and RPGs. So can you talk a little bit about the influence?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't just games, you know, it's movies, it's everything that influences us. You know, some of the other guys talk about, you know, even web games and Flash-based games. But, you know, the biggest influences are you know, we started out with like Hexen and Heretic and some of the old, more dungeon crawl games. And then the new modern action games, you know, certainly Gears and Bioshock and games like that, you know, just to name a few, there's tons of influences because all the games that are coming out right now, you know, the bar just keeps getting raised and raised.
I think that when people heard about the Mystery and Exile game, they were kind of picturing, you know, an old school Diablo-style dungeon crawler. But do you think that the influence still stands there? Because obviously, you know, that was something that people kind of expected from you guys with the history.
Well, I think that comes through in the exploration areas. That comes through in the secrets. That comes through in the personality. But, you know, the other part of the game, the core part of the game, is still that fast-paced action, cover-based combat set in a fantasy world. A gruesome, twisted fantasy world.
Could you give us a little background on the world itself? I mean, we saw a little bit today, but maybe talk a little bit about the characters that players are going to take on.
Okay, so you either play Alara or Kadik. And Alara is this scantily clad elven warrior chick, I guess you could call her that, you know, with a bow. And Kadik is a big burly guy. But the twist on it is that Alara is the bloodthirsty one. She's the one who's rushing in. That's her personality. And he's kind of like, wait a second, hey, let's hang out. Let's think about this. And then, you know, they have their own quirks and issues, you know. She's afraid of heights. He's afraid of spiders. And there's other things that come up as you learn about the characters.
You know, you mentioned earlier that co-op was something that you guys wanted to do from the start of designing Hunted. So what was the reason for that? Was there something that drove you to get away from the single-player experience?
I think it's just, you know, the desire to play the game with your friend. You know, just an example, one of the things I used to play this game, and we used to always, me and my friend, and he'd always rush in or he'd kill the last guy, and it was just that experience, that fun of playing with your buddy. You know, Hunted is great playing it single player, and it's great playing it co-op, and I think that the experiences are going to be different too, because, you know, the way that the AI partner plays is he's going to say things and give you hints and tell you what he kind of wants you to do, whether you do it or not. But playing with your friend, it's like, hey, you know, what about over there? What are you doing? Why did you do that? You know, or your friend picking on you, whatever it is. So.